Hello, welcome back. Look, as you can see, look at that, June 2nd of last year. Anyway, back to file 2. You're a strange one, sir. Must be something special to convince you to return. Although, if I had a Goomba with that cute waiting for me at the dock, I might return too. Well, whatever you're doing, be careful. Goodbye, sir. Long time no see, Mario. I'm totally glad I got to see you again. This is awesome. Everyone's ready. We heard you were coming and we've been waiting here for you. So, are you ready to go? Wherever you want to go, we're so with you. And so yeah. Chapter 8. Whoa. At one point in development, they thought of like reversing the colors of the room with the shadow lights. That's smart. It was once like a cave that you found the planetarium on. A cave with like buildings and stuff, and that would have been awesome. Imagine if instead of just being a palace, it was like a palace infused with a cave. That would have been awesome. Original Shadow Queen design. Original X-Naut designs. And the special art. Mario's house. Blocks. More blocks. There's a whole lot of blocks. They had 4 ideas for the coins in terms of width and size and all that stuff. Just the stage. Bowser's castle. What's all this? This must be like super early concept stuff. They have a white border. Everything's a lot less shiny and a lot more paper crafty, and this must have been like concept stuff when they were still designing like the remake and maybe even the original game. Oh, they made it out of actual paper. That's awesome. Here's an original title screen. I mean, look at that though. That's awesome. Like, in fact, you can see Hooktail in the background, and you get a view of some of the crystal stars. One of them is not there. But you don't get any of the partners in there. That's, but you get a lot of the important stuff. And the other one, that's, there was an image like that that was created. I can zoom? I can zoom! Anyway. The Action Master, I don't know who that top guy is. Oh, he's the Battle Master, but like an earlier design of him. 'Cause he's went through many different forms. What are those three? I don't even know what those are trying to be. When is this played? Must be like after the... But this... Yeah! When is this played? This is the theme song from the original Paper Mario. There's like title screen music. But when does this play? I don't know. Right! I forgot that the quiz had like a super like sorrowful tone because it was like text being like, Peach, you're kind of in danger and I can't tell you. Okay, what could this be? Oh, okay. these are the battles. This is probably Battle in the Pit of 100 Trials. These are the two bosses that you can fight down there. And this is the revealing of one of the bosses. Yeah, we'll do the pit eventually, but that's not for now. That's a later adventure. For now, let's just do our regular Rogueport checkups. You know, check on the Ouija, the billboard, Grifty, the shop. You know, just all this stuff. Do you have anything more interesting? Anyway, what does this say? When the light fades from Rogueport, the hero emerges, inscribing his name in legend. Super Luigi. All 5 volumes now on sale at Toad Bros Bazaar. The mustachioed green something. The 5th volume. Coming soon to theaters. Wait, did we read? Wait. Did we ever read Super Luigi 4 even? I don't think we did. Footsore and weary, Luigi finally found the rapturous ruins behind Gribble Forest. Within them, time and space were lost and nothingness. Within the pale emptiness, Luigi found a young sleeping boy. Our hero called out gently, and the youth woke from his long, long slumber. My name is Cranberry, and I've waited for you for the last 1,000 years. The boy went on to tell Luigi the secret truths of the ancient land. He said the marvelous compass had been crafted by the ancient Luff people, who used its power of foretelling to rule the world. But the Luff Empire was cursed by the compass and fell into ruin. The survivors dismantled the compass and hid pieces. Cranberry was the last of the ancient race. His role was to wait until one with a noble heart came to take the burden of the future. None but Luigi could have shouldered this weight. The boy gave him the compass piece and said, "Fear the curse, but find your Claire." Luigi accepted the part, and the boy's words burned into his brain. His duty fulfilled, the boy began to fade into the blank nothingness. As he faded from sight, a look of joy lit Cranberry's face. As Luigi gaped, both boy and ruins vanished, leaving our hero in a dark wood. With 6 of the parts united, the compass now pointed to the final part, to the quest's end, the Hate Song Tower. And then, her voice spoke. Princess Claire's voice begged for help from the void, pleading for a hero. Luigi's heart burst aflame. Journey's end. At long last, Luigi crossed the threshold of Hate Song Tower. Luigi rallied his allies. We will defeat the Chestnut King. We must! Friends by his side, Luigi at last faced the fell Chestnut King. But then he heard a voice and spun to see the fair Princess Claire. She told our hero the painful truth. The evil Chestnut King was actually her true love, made monsters by Creppy, who bid for the throne. At that moment, the villainous Crepe appeared. The marvelous compass, please hand it over. The Luff Empire will rule again. Mwaha! Luigi and Co were no match for the might of Crip, their true enemy. But then, the compass piece in Claire's tiara shone forth. It bestowed the future sight of on Luigi. Knowing Crip's every move, he smote the fiend with his mallet. And with that, it was all finally over. Luigi and his friends parted, leaving the Waffle Kingdom in peace. But Luigi regretted not gazing further into the future. He longed to see the Wafflers gathering on Princess Claire's wedding day. He wanted to see her beauty and who stood at her side. But it was not to be. Luigi went back to his humble home, which remained exactly as he left it. A cold comfort for his heavy heart. Taking up a book he had been reading, Luigi tried to read, but his long trial had sapped his strength, and he soon fell asleep. Luigi dreamt of his friends and his beloved Princess Claire, and sleeping, Luigi spoke, "I shall return." The end. I think that's pretty different from what Luigi told us. I've been catching a breather here, you know, reflecting back on all my adventures. It's been a long road, bro. Wanna hear what happened? There's one more Super Luigi book. And actually, you know what? This lies my quest. He's been interviewing me. He was actually interviewing me here in the inn during breaks for my adventure. And I didn't think anyone would be interested in reading a book about Luigi. But Super Luigi came out recently, and check this, bro. And check this out. Bro, it's here in Rogueport. It's set a new record for consecutive weeks. Number 1 on the and the bestseller list. Oh, hooray for Luigi, bro. I started reading it the other day, but it's an encyclopedic account in multiple volumes. Excruciating detail, bro. It's like a history book. It seems like one anyway. They've got it all in the shop here in Rogueport. How about you snag a copy, bro? I do. I did get one. Let's see. Anything in here that I want? Nope. We can go talk to Grifty. Oh yeah, the Trouble Center, that too. That's something we gotta do. Good day to you, sir. Is there a tale you want to hear? These are the tales I can tell you now. Any new tales? Nope. What about Wonky? The couple's cake. You know Zest in the square? You know Zest in the square, I'm sure. The girl with the mean cooking talent? Well, she's got a secret recipe called the couple's cake. Cute name, huh? To make it, she needs a snow bunny and a spicy soup. If you bring her both, she'll make it. At least that's what old Wonky hears. By the way, the snow bunny is made from a golden leaf and an ice storm, and spicy soup is made from a fire flower and a dried bouquet. Even so, I hear the recipe really reminds her of her late husband, so she doesn't make it for just anybody. I wonder how she feels about you. About the Trouble Center's rear entrance. So there's that Trouble Center on Rogueport's east side, right? Well, only a few people know about the back entrance to it. Hey, I'm not saying there's anything good in there, but it may be worth a look. Dad, I've told you all the stuff I know. Might learn some new stuff soon. Here, let me actually see if there's more. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, I looked. I'm pretty sure that's all of his stuff. There is one more that you can only get in the GameCube version. That's about a mechanic that's only in the GameCube version. If you talk to this guy. So if you were to press the Z button in the GameCube version, it would go back to his previous move. And I talked to him specifically to check if it was in here. But he had... This is new dialogue. Hold on. Yo, Eddie the Mask here. Sports extraordinaire. Know about stylish moves? Just press A with perfect timing to pull off a stylish move. If you do it right, the crowd will go wild. Some attacks have multiple ones. Each attack has different timing for stylish moves. Yep. Okay, never mind. I guess he was only gonna tell, but I saw like Mr. Save the Universe, and it only occurred to me after I had read it that, oh, that was different dialogue. Anyway, anything else we need to do? Tech did become alive again, so I guess we gotta go check that out. Maria, I am pleased that I could see you again. I detonated explosives after you left to ensure the base could no longer be used for evil. Of course, I was destroyed in the resulting explosion. But one day I regained consciousness and all was as before. Yes, everything! I do not comprehend why, but as I regained consciousness, I saw a light, and I thought I heard Peach's voice. One of two things happened. Either the explosions, or the explosives didn't detonate properly, or, you know, someone rebuilt the entirety of the X-Naut Fortress brick by brick. I mean, I know it's not bricks, but brick by brick. Like, you know, it's a metaphor that like works, you know? I believe we have been everywhere that we need to be, except for the Trouble Center. We'll go do Trouble Center stuff. And then we'll talk about what's next, because next is, it's been interesting. No, it's not next. I just remembered. There's something we have to do before we can do that. I need to take something to General White. Please come get it with all speed. Meet me in Poxley Heights. Yes. And of course, because we're doing troubles, we're gonna go to Yoshi. Just for the time being. So Gonzalez, how do you like your cannon ride? I'd like to go to the moon and look for some investment opportunities. But enough of that. I need to take this to General White immediately. You got a package! I think General White is back in Far Outpost now. It's a bit far, but you can handle it. You know, I can handle it, because you know what? I have pipes that will lead me straight to where I need to go. Wait, where's General White? Oh, he's in the house. Probably. Because it was his house. No. No. Wait. Do I have... Is it going to make me... Hold on. This might, hold on, be fired until day. No. Unless. I could be wrong about this, but I also could be right. I might be wrong though. Starting to get the feeling I'm wrong. Huh? General White. He left this morning. But pow. Yes, he said he was going to some cold bartender in Rockport or something. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no! They're going to make me travel the world again. They're going to make me travel the world again. This is mean. General White, yeah, I spoke to him just a second ago actually. We're old buddies, he and I. I've known him since he was a little snapper that would explode over any little thing. Then again, I was the kind of guy that would bonk people for smiling funny. Still, he turned out to be a fine bob-omb. So we never cared for Wanderlust. Pretty sure he said he was off to Blitzville next. I go back pretty far with the guy that runs the juice shop there, so give him my best. General White, he pounded 3 white chocolate coconut machos and bolted. He drops it in every once in a while. Hey, you know that lady in the black dress? I think General White has a thing for her. But that's just my gut talking there. She's darn cute after all. Guys come in more for her than the juice, I think. Hey, and just between you and me, one of her admirers is Rockhop. Oh, and now that I think about it, General White was going to Far Outpost. But first he had to meet Gold Bob, or not meet him, or something like that. Welcome back, Gonzalez. Everyone's been all out with her, waiting for your return. We've all missed your fabulous movies. No, moves, not movies. But I wonder who she is. Like, why does she exist? What is her importance? Did they actually just make her so that there's someone... I don't know. He said something about going back to Far Outpost. The guy at the juice shop was like, he said he was going back to Far Outpost, but first he had to go to Gold Bob. He went to Gold Bob for the package, probably, and then he went back to Far Outpost. He didn't get his package. No... Wait, let me talk to you again. Unless he's like somewhere around here that I have to find. He's probably in Postley Heights then. Yeah, he's in Postley Heights because he's going to Gold Bob. Or I have to talk to Gold Bob first. One or the other. Ah, Gonzalez, General White was just here a moment ago. But you had the thing I wanted to give him. What a rotten bit of luck. He said he was headed back to Far Outpost. That General White is a fine Bob-omb, but he just tend to wander. And once he's asleep, it's near impossible to wake him. Don't you know? I told him to stay out and awake. So get over to Far Outpost. Sorry about that. Why would Podley tell me that he was going to Far Outpost if Gold Bob was just going to tell me he was going to Far Outpost? General White said he would sleep when he returned, and he still sleeps. Still sawing logs. He couldn't be more asleep. He's counting sheep. He woke. Nah, still asleep. He's sleeping like a stashed baby. He's not even budging. He's still snoring. Try one more time. No. Huh, hello Mario. Do you need something? Huh? What? A delivery from Gold Bob. You came all the way to bring it to me? Well, thank you for that. I'll take it off your hands. Ah, yes, well delivered. So you'll go fetch your reward, I assume? Say hello to Gold Bob when you see him. Well then, perhaps I'll go check on Big Bob. That sure was a trip. Did you find General White? I see, and he received it? Good. Thanks, Gonzalez. Here's your reward. 64 coins. I didn't even count the amount of troubles we had to do. I've lost my voice because of the stupid stuffy cold. I want something to bring me some honey candy. Great for the throat, I hear. I think you can make it by combining cake mix and honey syrup. I'll be waiting next to the snowman and Far Out. Okay, so I need to buy honey syrup And cake mix. Cake mix can be gotten at the Piano Parlor. Where can you get honey syrup? Okay, honey syrup can be bought here. I wasn't sure. Anyway, let's go get some cake mix. Cake mix. You can get Power Rush. Now, it is an actual strategy. I think actually most people do it with Power Rush P. But you get like a ton of these, and then you just use the Yoshi and just do like a bajillion damage. Oh, you can also get multi-bounces here. I use those sometimes. I could get a bajillion of those. Like I need them. There's 2 items. The cake mix and the honey syrup. No. Okay, he's in Far Outpost. Yes. Here you go, here's your honey candy. Finally I can speak, ya pow! I had been exploding so much that I completely lost voice. Then you crackety! Here, thanks. Here it is, here's a token of my appreciation. Ya boom! I'm getting all the money. And back to the Treble Center. I really wanted to see the Great Tree, but there are many cads in the way. Won't someone please roust these ne'er-do-wells? I'm waiting in Bogley Woods near the Great Tree. Doty. What? What are you talking about? Oh wait, he said he was at the entrance to Bogley Woods. Yeah, I think he said he's at the entrance to the Bogley Woods. Meaning we should go this way instead of the other way. Excuse me, I'm just gonna go through. Now this is a problem, man. What's that you say? Ah, you could help me. Excellent, just marvelous. And I was just about to give up on the whole deal. I came to the woods just to see the great tree, but the thugs up ahead scared me. Contending with goons is not part of my repertoire, so to speak, so I've stalled here. Do you suppose you could give all the goons up ahead a proper thrashing for me? Well, I'll be waiting here until you do. Thanks in advance, chum. Yeah, all I need to do is jump on them and they die. You might be a little bit more difficult. A little bit does not mean very. Took care of the goons already, eh? Marvelous. So I can finally see the great tree. I'm in your debt, sir. It isn't much, but I hope this will do for your troubles. It's my change for blood. How far is the great tree from here? Oh, it was like one screen away. Okay, so I could have, I could have taken the pipe. That's, for some reason I thought it was further. That's going to bother me for a while, but it's fine. How are you doing? Ah, the great tree. As you watch it, us foolishly continue to repeat history, what could you think of us? You can do nothing but stand and watch our ignorance. No, what rot! To assume that this tree can do nothing. That only proves my own foolishness. What? Is he like a poet or something? I don't think I like him very much. He kind of makes my head hurt, which is unfriendly. Trouble Center, which is this way. Help me make up. I got in a fight with my mom, and I need you to help me make up with her. I'll be waiting near the sanctum in Posley Heights. Yes. Oh. Well, hello. It is you, isn't it, Mario? Well, it's been quite a while, hasn't it? I've come here with Bootler. Yes, a little vacation to sanctum. I hadn't left the mansion in ages. I figured it was time to turn some heads on the road. What a nice surprise to see you. Feel free to be overwhelmed by my beauty. I didn't know they were here. That's awesome. Lady Bo, your beauty is like the song of a nightingale in the evening. Indeed, I feel you've grown into a fine young girl who'd make your ancestors proud. He's talking to. Anyway, where is Bob? Bob. I'll check later if there's any more partners from the original game here. I've been waiting for you, mister. See, I got in a fight with my mom and I want to make it up to her. So I wrote her a letter and I want you to give her a present, but I don't know what to get. I've narrowed it down to 3 things. What do you think? If I have to go get it, the easiest thing would be a Kill Mango. You really think Kill Mango is the way to go? You've got great taste. So I'm sure it'll go over well. You also have to bring me the Kill Mango and bring it here. Because, you know, they don't sell those things here. How did Bob even put in a trouble request? Actually, how do any of these people do so? Like, there's a ton of people who are just like, hey, I can't really leave my house. Can you go get something for me? But, like, they would have had to leave and go all the way to Rogueport. Because they don't have access to the pipes and the... Oh, hello. We're the Traveling Sisters 3. Hey, the water's so cold. Oh, but it feels so good. But, like, how do they get to Rogueport? Hi, wanna just die? Yeah! I really hope the success of, like, the trouble isn't dependent on if I get the right item. Kill Mango. Yahoo! Kill Mango. Thanks, mister. I'll just attach this letter and we're done. But I'm afraid to give it to her. She may still be mad. Could you give this to her and come back, please? No. 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 Hello, Gonzalez. Do you need something? Little Bub, you say? Why? There's a letter. Let me just read it. Dear lovely Mama, I'm sorry I didn't do my homework. From now on, I'll do my homework and try to be a good Babam like Papa. And I'll give you good food and a nice house and a pretty hat. So please don't hate me. From Bub. Oh, I'm just going to break down and cry here. Oh, how delightful. Oh, Gonzalez, don't mind my tears. They are joyful ones. I just want you to tell Bub something for me. Tell him I'm not angry. I was just being stern because I love him and care about his future. I never meant to hurt his little feelings by it. And I'm sorry I lost sight of that. Gonzalez, please bring my little Bub back to me now. Hey, mister, how was it? Did she like the present? She's not mad anymore. Yahoo! So thanks to you, mister. You're the person I respect most after my dad. And as a reward, I'll give you my entire fortune. Not that I have many coins, though. Got 3 coins. Mom! And I believe there's one more trouble that we will accept, but we can't do right now. And, you know, there's a reason for that. But anyway. I need someone to go to the 50th level of the Pit of 100 Trials for me. Shaboom! I need someone pretty tough. Shablowy! For details, please see me next to the cannon statue in Far Outpost. Shaboomity! Yes. I wasn't paying attention. I have no idea who I'm looking for. Oh well. Is it you? Oh no, it's the statue. It's you. He said it was the guy. You agreed to help my trouble. Thanks to you. There is a dungeon in the Rogueport called Pit of 100 Trials. I heard if one right wish on wall of 50th level, then wish come true. I used special big explosion to get down to 50th level and right wish. And then I realized the whole thing was a hoax. I risked life getting down there for useless graffiti. I wanted the race. I would explode it myself, ease of peas, but getting back down there is not easy or peas. So could you go to 50th level of Pit of 100 Trials to erase graffiti? Please. So yeah. We can't, we're not doing the Pit of 100 Trials just yet. Because that's, you know, later. But we will have the trouble accepted and in motion so that once we do get to the 50th level, because we will, but once we get there, we can explode it and it will be so fun. Anyway, where was I going? Right, I need preparations. By preparations, I mean just putting stuff in my inventory, because we might need stuff in inventory. I wanna buy 2 super shrooms. And 2 Ds. Go this way. And then we'll go swap back to here. I'll go to the glitch pit. Because now it is time for us to work our way back up to being the champion. Nope, I tried to get back on Yoshi. But yeah, we're getting our... we'll get back to... well, we'll see how long it takes. But it shouldn't take that long, because not only... or do we, like... we don't need to solve any of the mysteries. Or read most of the dialogue, but also... you know... we're a much higher level now. Let's check here. Your next one will be the Goomba Bros. Avoid using any flower pot. Oh. Okay, fine. It'll just take a second. In this battle, we'll have the Superstar sequel, the Great Gonzalez, and yeah, them. You're about to have a really terrible experience. Remember, guys, we're bros. If we combine our strength, we'll ruin everybody. You guys would be dead in a turn if I was allowed to use flower points. Looks like we overdid it a little bit. Are they okay? That was a pretty decent battle, it being your first comeback fight and all. Is that one Swoop in here? I don't think he is. Avoid using any item. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, well, again, I'll see how long it takes to get to the Major League. Either we'll end at the Major League or we'll just end when we get to the champ spot. Because, you know, it shouldn't take too long. Yeah, I can do that. Easy and squeezy. That was a piece of cake, huh, Mario? Pokey triplet. Avoid using your what? That might be a bit difficult. Guess I'm gonna have to get creative. Oh, and by creative, I mean, of course. I should really learn the stylish for her moves. But they all, like, I don't know. I should learn them, though. dead bones. At least one special move. Spike Storm. Wrap it up in 5 turns or less. I gotcha. I can do that, and then some. I got it. 5 turns or less. I'll do it in 1 turn. I'll do it with 1 attack. How's that sound? I don't know. Maybe saying 1 attack is I don't know. Nope, it's possible. Super and totally possible. To hand it over. Avoid using your hammer. I can do that. Should just say the press is running me over because because kids are hitting each other with sticks pretending to be you. Of course. Oh my gosh. It's not my fault that these kids have horrible parents. Not my fault. The mind bogglers. Avoid using the jump. Of course. Of course it's the jump. Okay. Then I'll just make everyone explode. Either you let me use multi-bounce or everyone explodes. That's the deal. I can't jump. Nobody is allowed to be alive. Time to become a non-living person. Yeah, I got no idea when the stylus move is. I'd have to check with the battle master, and he's kind of I could check. Punk rock. Appeal to the crowd at least 3 times. I've got a pretty good idea of what I want to do. Yeah, I'll jump on him. And then I'll appeal. You know what just occurred to me? If Mario goes first, there's not gonna be... I'm gonna kill them before I get to appeal. And the final appeal. Bob-omb Squad. Avoid swapping partners out. I can do that. Oh. Die, 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 die. They're all dead. I feel good about myself. Iron Donuts play. Avoid using any of your special moves. I can do that. I mean, it's not like I could use them anyway. This is the gimmick fight. fights here for the sole purpose of being a gimmick. Go to the Major League room on your own. I don't got the time to explain everything to you again. Tiny Spinies. No items. You sound like a Smash Bros. Player telling me no items. So what's happening? 2 spike tops? I can do 2 spike tops. Watch me do 2 spike tops. I just did 2 spike tops. The poker faces. Keep the ally from doing any damage. That's an interesting one. You're basically not allowed to attack with your partner. I mean, not that it's going to affect much. I'm still going to kill them all. But I definitely think it's an interesting condition. Anyway. Oh! Interesting. Not that it mattered, but you know, something interesting happened. The shell shockers. What? Oh, okay. So you want me to do partner with my, or damage with my partner specifically? Okay, I was a bit confused there. How am I meant to win this? If I just, how am I meant to win? If I can't do damage. But no, that makes more sense. Okay. I just barely missed it. That's okay though, they'll die next turn. Ow. I could actually just defend and let them die on their own. Either they'll die to super guards or they'll die to the fire. Ow. You're dead. Ow. And then the fire kills them. Oh no, that guy in the back is still alive. That's okay. That certainly was interesting. A lot more interesting than most of the fights. But they all just die in the end anyway. The fuzz. Avoid using flower points. Okay. Yeah, I can avoid flower points. Yeah! That felt awesome. I mean, I super guarded a fuzzy. That's awesome. That's amazing. The Magic Koopa Masters. Win before you take 20 HP of pain. Okay, I can do before 20 HP. All I need the multi-bounce and they're basically already dead. Boom, dead. Crawdaddy. Take damage at least. Okay, yeah. I'll take 5 points of damage. No, not 5 points of damage. I'll take damage 5 times. That also means I can't super guard. Oh, jeez. Nope, wait. I, like, looked for it, but didn't, like, register what it was. Once again, defend. Let's actually put you in front. You take less damage. Nope, still need one more. And bye-bye. Dang it. Maybe I got a bit cocky. But this is a great opportunity to actually practice the spring jump. Okay, I probably don't need practice. That was probably just a fluke. He gave me 1 star point. Do you know what that means? We're getting into the territory where people will actually give me star points. Like, yeah, well, we've been getting 1 star point. Like, this guy actually dropped 1 star point rather than it was just given to us because, you know, every battle gives at least 1 star point. Yay! Hammer, Bama, and Flare. Not damage for... do damage for... You have sort of a wild man reputation, so let's make them beg for it, okay? Okay. So, he... don't do damage for the first 3 turns. Oh, jeez. Okay, but that doesn't mean I can just defend and super guard. Or even more, I just appeal just to be fun. Because you know what? It would be fun to just appeal and not guard. Although it's probably not that smart. But you know what? Who cares? I'll just get good at the super guard. I mean, it's that simple, right? What, do you just have a thing for, like, attacking the bad guy? Ow. There we go. There, they died. Chomp Country. Wrap up in 5 turns or less. I can do that. Defense 3. Yeah! That's what I thought. Just blazing through everything. The Coupinator. Use a partner skill at least twice. Okay. I want to see if I fail the action plan, does he still flip over? He does! And I can just Shade Fist for twice, and then boom. And now he's dead. 2 star points! I got a whole 2 star points for that. That's crazy. Next opponent will be the current champion in the Glitch Pit, Rockhawk. In this battle, there are no conditions. None. You're up against Rockhawk, and you'll have to hit him like a 2-ton bag of 5-ton hammers. Now get there and do some mathematically improbable fighting. Now for today's main event, after coming back to take the Major League's top rank, the Great Gonzalez will finally challenge the champion, Rockhawk. First to make his entrance, we have the Golden Grandstander, Rockhawk. You go, champ, rock him, yay! You go, champ, you go, champ! Well, champ, tell us about your mindset. After all, today's challenger is the Great Gonzalez, the only man to ever wrestle the belt away from you. That's all ancient history. There's only one true champ, and that guy is Rockhawk. One of us is walking out of here with the belt, and the other one's getting rocked. But champ Gonzalez showed no signs of rust in climbing back up the ranks. He shattered his own records, one after another. How did that strike you? Hey, shut your trap, or this Gonzalez won't be the only one feeling the rock. I'm the champ. End of story. I'm a legend, and this dude is about to rock that dude. Big words from the champ, another challenger who needs no introduction. The former champ returns with the superstar sequel, The Great Gonzalez. a spectacle. I had no idea pro fights were this loud and intense. Let's head up. You rock, man. Yeah, Gonzalez, he's back. You the man. Listen to the crowd give it up for the brave challenger, the great Gonzalez. It's been a while since these two met, but who will emerge victorious this time? The battle is ready to begin. Ring that bell. Get ready to brawl. Well, here we go, Mario. A match against the champ. Let's get this over with. This time for you to meet the new improved Rockhawk. Feel the world horror of a world-class rocking. There's nothing different about him, at least to my knowledge. Anyway, yeah, here we go. He's dead. Ow. Rude. Wait, I don't even need to use the spring jump. 3 star points. No! I don't believe this. I'm actually gonna get rocked again? Well, who could have seen this coming? Who couldn't plan a more ferocious battle? Wild moves, raw power, flying fists of fury. What a beautiful destruction. This was without a doubt, inarguably, definitely, absolutely, completely an extreme battle of the very highest caliber. But there could only be one winner, and this time it was the great Gonzalez. Congratulations, Gonzalez. Once again, you're our champion. You got the champ's belt. Give him a hand, folks. The new Glitz Pit champ, the great Gonzalez. Congratulations, Gonzalez. I was a little worried that you were over the hill, but you made quite a comeback. Here's your fight money, 50 coins. You earned it. Now, I think I know what you're thinking. You plan to move on, don't you? Well, that's fine, of course. I'll keep you registered in case you ever wish to return. Come back and give the folks a thrill every now and then. You know, defend your title. Of course, if you lose, you'll have to drop back down to the Major League. Well then, I'm rather busy as usual, so you have to excuse me. I need to work out a plan to bring Rockhawk back. That guy really draws crowds. Have a nice day, Gonzalez. So now we have access to one of the best money-making methods, which is to just kill Rockhawk a ton. But that's not why we came here. No, we'll talk about that next episode. But yeah, there was a reason I did this besides just getting back to the title, and we'll talk about that later. So, I will see you next time, where we do whatever I'm foreshadowing. Bye.